Greetings everyone, MarquisTV. This is my last day in Walla Walla. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm about to head out. Just wanted to tell you about Walla Walla. I've been coming here for over 20 years. And when I first used to come to Walla Walla, it was a dump, let's face it. There were 5 wineries to visit. I would just visit 4. And then I would drive an hour west, stay in Kennewick because there's no place to stay. This town was boarded up. Over the last really 15 years or so, there has been a massive explosion of not only wineries, but the town has revived. Walla Walla was a town that was pretty important in the potatoes and onion trade. It was they had some really cool buildings, but literally, and I'll show you in a video, it was boarded up. I remember at a stoplight wondering why they had them, because there were no cars or no one around. Tumbleweeds going through the main city street, almost like a John Wayne movie. This hotel in the background, Marcus Whitman, was boarded up. Beautiful old hotel, the tallest building in the town. Beautiful old hotel, boarded up for decades, at least 10 or 12 years. All sorts of other, but there was no place to eat. I mean, I don't even think you could go to the washroom here. Yeah, you could go get gas and all that. That's fine. But the revival of this town has just been astronomical because of the wine business. Off-site tasting rooms. Thank you, BC government, for finally figuring that out. That was brought on by, I think, either the Washington Wine Commission or the Washington Wine Institute. People can walk down the street with glasses, taste wine, go from one winery to another. Again, there's doesn't seem to be any civil disobedience about that. Cool restaurants, like world-class, really, really good restaurants. And I'll show you one just over here. It's called White House Crawford. So let's go take a quick little tour. And Walla Walla is kind of a cool place to go to. Summertime, it gets stinking hot, so just be prepared. But great people, great food, and nice little small town USA. There's the revival of it, and has been going on for some time, thanks to the wine business. This is White House Crawford. It's a restaurant at the front, and in the back, Seven Hills Winery has its operation there. This used to be an old lumber planing mill, and again, sat derelict, empty, vacant for a long, long time. And someone decided to go in there. I mean, I always thought it was a cool old building. I used to look inside it and go, this cool old equipment and just cool old beams. And someone decided to restore it. You walk in, these big, large, wide beams on the floor, trussed ceilings, and when you get your bill, you get a carpenter's pencil, one of those square ones. And the food, I've eaten here 3 times on this trip, and the food is exceptional. Service is great, and an outstanding import wine list in Washington wine country, which I find exceedingly interesting, because what it does is it gets the winemakers to compare their wines against some of the world's best. So if you want, don't get me wrong, their Washington State list is really deep, but if you want some good white Burgundies or some Samours or a Gruner Veltliner or a Riesling, you can get it here. So this is what improves Washington State wine, so it's just not cellar palate. I think we could learn from these guys. Here's something we can learn at. Off-site tasting rooms, Queno, Maison Bleu, Spring Valley. All these buildings have been restored. Pretty cool. There is an empty space. This is the main street. This is where I saw the tumbleweed go through. But we're going down Main Street, and most of these buildings were not open. They were tired. This is a great restaurant, Green Spoon. Highly recommend it. As Cayuse, he's always closed. He just uses it as a postage stamp. Olive is a great place to eat. These were not here. Well, all of it had been here. Henry Earl Estates is new in terms of the property. Land Title Plaza, very, very cool. They have little concerts in there. I mean, on the other side, to the right of me right now is a Starbucks, which of course was not there. There is a Macy's. I stopped at one of the only damn stoplights here. So there was nothing. I mean, you can walk up and down the street and, you know, have a beer, have a glass of wine. Most of these places are new. Some have been here for quite a while. This is a great little place for breakfast. I just ate there. So, you know, it's got a lot to see. It's early in the morning. Well, 7:58. There you go. Now I'm going to just show you a really cool place to have breakfast. Okay, here this place for breakfast, bacon and eggs. The place rocks. Everything is homemade, fresh, really good. It's on East Main Street and what's that? Touche. On Touche. Anyway, great place, all homemade. Highly recommend it. Place is packed. Oh, that's the one I posted on Facebook that has a better drink list than a food list. And you should see their boutique champagnes and Proseccos and sparkling wines and cavas. This is a place that's open from 8 to 2, and they have a cool list. Okay, this is my favorite place to go into. You can see the name. There we go. Hot Poop. It's a record store. It's got anything to do with music. It has. The guy wanted to call it Hot, and the city people wouldn't let him. So he called it Hot Poop, and he's been around since the early 70s. Everybody, you know, if you're a rock and roll guy, you like music, you like anything, it has it. He's got a basement, and it is filled to the point. You got to go in there, man. It has the Beatles, Yesterday and Today, Butcher album. So for you guys who are Beatles fans, when the Beatles came out with their album in the 60s, they had them sitting on suitcases with butchered baby dolls up. There's such an outcry that they had to recall it and have them sitting on just musical instrument cases or larger suitcases. And that album cover today is worth about $800, $1,300, $1,400 if you could find one. So anyway, Hot Poop, pretty cool place. This is the other side of the street, and again, cool places to go, cool places to see. And there's Walla Walla, folks. So I'm on my way back. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.